Okay, we're recording. All right, the Board of Public Works meeting for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023 is hereby called to order at 6:30 PM. Roll call.
Alderperson Akers?
Present.
Alderperson Bailey?
Here.
Alderperson Dreswicki?
Present.
Mr. Graver?
Present.
And Ms. Collins?
Present.
Katz, Haas, and Esch are also present.
Okay, item number 3, approval of the June 27th, 2023 meeting minutes. I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion by Pam, right?
Yep.
Seconded by Andrew. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Item number 4, citizen commentary. We have no citizen commentary for today. Item number 5, adopt an ordinance amending section 804 of the Greenfield Municipal Code regarding parking restrictions on South 27th Street.
It's come to our attention, there's a parking problem that we need to address on two streets, Highway 100 and 27th Street. So what is happening on those two roads, if you recall, on 27th Street, there's three active lanes. There's no parking lane. And on Highway 100, I think it's the same in a lot of places. There might be parking in some areas, but, or not parking, but, shoulder. Anyway, what's happening is trucks are stopping in on the live lane to unload. This happens most frequently for car dealerships. They will stop in the live lane to unload cars, and even though it says no parking or no parking stopping or standing. So we took a look at the ordinances. There is an ordinance in place on Highway 100 that says no parking, stopping, or standing. So in other words, one of the excuses I think that these trucks would make is we're not parked, we're standing, which is different. And there is state law regarding the definition of parking versus stopping or standing. So, like I said, on Highway 100, there is a law in place, or there is an ordinance in place, no parking, stopping, or standing, so the police can enforce that. But there are some signs that were improperly posted where it says no parking rather than no stopping or standing. So we're gonna replace those signs. Now on 27th Street, it's a slightly different story. 27th Street also has a lot of car dealerships, and they definitely have active right-hand lanes. And there, the ordinance currently says no parking. And in order to make it enforceable by the police, we need to change this to no parking, stopping, or standing. So the ordinance, item number 5, is to amend section 804 of the code to restrict parking on 27th Street, no parking, stopping, or standing. And I think Craig said that he thinks there was at least one fatality because of this in the past. I'm not aware of it, but.
Well, I'll make a motion to amend the ordinance to specify that it's no parking, stopping, or standing.
I will second.
Can I ask a question? The east side is Milwaukee, right?
Right.
Because there's a car dealership right next to my kids' daycare on 27th Street, and there's cars there. That they park and they actively unload the cars in this.
And it
lane.
might actually say no parking there. I don't know if Milwaukee enforces it, but
Milwaukee doesn't enforce a lot, I don't think.
yeah.
They're short, too.
Yeah, they got a bigger problems that they
Right.
should
A
be
lot bigger
enforcing.
problems. But a question, too, are the signs going to change, or are they just going to say no parking?
No, they'll change
Nope,
it.
the signs will
That's what I
change.
thought.
Yep, the signs will be updated to no parking, stopping, or
All right,
standing.
perfect,
Because they're
thank
gonna
you.
change Highway 100 signs too.
Okay.
Do we know if on the Milwaukee side, is it the same, like no parking, stopping, or standing?
I think on the Milwaukee's area, it says no parking.
Okay.
And that's all that is then, okay.
Right, so did Pam or Denise? Pam made the
Pam.
motion?
Yes.
Then Denise.
And Denise was second?
Yes.
Okay, so a motion has been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Item number 6, adopt a resolution recognizing International Migratory Bird Day and authorizing the Pollinator Protection Committee to continue participation in the Wisconsin Bird City program.
Yep, so like it says, this will recognize October 8th. This resolution will recognize October 8th, 2023 as International Bird Day in Greenfield and encourage all our residents to celebrate their role as stewards of bird habitat. And the resolution also authorizes the Pollinator Protection Committee, Subcommittee of the Beautification Committee, to continue with participation in the Wisconsin Bird City program. It's a good thing.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion by
Second.
Denise, second by Andrew.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
By promoting, and I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing to promote birds, but is this promoting bird feeders and stuff like that, which can contribute to some other citywide problems?
Well, I think it's just in general recognizing the importance of birds and
Okay, because it's a double-edged sword there.
yeah, I think everything is.
So, all right.
Okay, motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, motion is carried. Item number 7, Superintendent of Public Works report. Mr. F.
We continue training our staff. They recently attended a smart salting workshop through Wisconsin Saltwise and Milwaukee River Keepers. They basically educate to reduce salt usage by using more liquid deicers, which our department is incorporating more and more. We've done some landscape improvements here at City Hall, the 2 entrances and along the wall in front of the building by the flagpoles. We also did some concrete sidewalk replacement, multiple areas throughout the city, which were broken slabs, trip hazards, and such. A crew has also been working on Conkle Park South entrance off of 51st Street. They've done tree planting, some outcropping placement, and some landscaping. They will also be reinstalling the arch over the path on that side of the park. And then they'll be also be doing some tree removal and landscaping around the flagpole on the north end along Layton, and a new planting bed where they will be planting a new city Christmas tree.
Did we chop down the old one, or what?
Not yet. Just trying to upgrade it a little bit.
Okay, just checking.
We've also been doing some off-season tree work, tree pruning, sightline issues, doing some clearing back from sidewalks. Streetlight maintenance continues. We will be starting to pull wire for our new streetlights in the current road resurfacing projects that are being completed. We're still waiting for the light poles to arrive, and hopefully them will be coming sometime in September. We've also responded to 675 Diggers Hotline tickets and completed 311 service requests.
Are you also doing the health department too?
Yes, that was on hold for a while. They're waiting for the new counter and countertop to come in. That should be like end of August, sometime soon. Then the contractor will be doing that, and then we have a little bit of finish work in there, and then the contractor will be coming in to place all the cubicles.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that you got credit for what you're doing there too.
And that completes my report.
All right, thank you very much. And now, let's do item number 8, engineering report. Mr. Haas.
Yeah, good evening. To give you an update on our construction projects within the city of Greenfield,
Our 90th Street and Waterford Avenue reconstruction project is progressing on schedule. That is anticipated for completion by the end of September. Today was the first day that curb and gutters were being poured in that neighborhood, and I expect asphalt pavement to be within the next 3 weeks or so.
Somebody asked me, I was in that area looking at that project, the road, they wanted to know if the old road and the new road are the same width.
They are not. They are slightly different. In general, I would say the new road is about 4 to 5 feet wider than.
That's what I thought, and it looks like it when you're there.
Yeah, it's a little hard right now because, well, prior to today, there was no curb and gutter out there, so a lot of extra gravel, making it seem a lot wider. But once curb and gutter is constructed here in the next week or so, you'll see the new road width, obviously. So then another ongoing project is our Howard Avenue spot concrete replacement. That too is scheduled for completion by the end of September. We have 2 separate sanitary improvement contracts that will be completed this fall. That is in a variety of locations throughout the city. And then our other major road improvement projects such as 68th Street concrete and our asphalt street resurfacing contracts have all been completed for the year. Moving on to other agency projects here in Greenfield, Milwaukee Water Works replaced water main on Botsford Avenue and 72nd Street in close vicinity to City Hall here. That is nearing completion. Some additional landscape restoration is still needed. And then lastly, the Wisconsin Department of Transportation will be resurfacing the freeway as well as replacing the Loomis Road Bridge project beginning this fall through next year. We don't yet know the definitive timeline for that work. Later this week, we have it's called a pre-construction meeting with the DOT as well as their contractors, which we expect to learn more regarding their schedule at that meeting. So when we know more, we will be sure to let everyone know.
Brian, just
we-
a question. Do you have all the contractors then set in place at this point for the project?
Freeway?
Correct. The DOT has their
They do.
contractors in place.
Right, I meant the DOT.
Yep, correct.
So you know.
Yes, correct.
Can we also find out any timelines on design for the sound barriers?
We could ask that question. Yep,
Please.
sure.
Did they say they're not going to take the bridge down until after the first of the year?
We haven't, we haven't quite gotten a definitive answer on that. We did come across some documents in the contract that perhaps had a suggested time frame, and by looking at that, it did appear that the bridge may not be closed until after the first of the year. Later this week, we should know a lot more.
Okay. If you can ask about sound barriers, that would make my day.
You answered that like a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to tell you all something incorrectly.
Smart man.
We'll know more soon. But that concludes tonight's report. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, item number 9, any other topics for future agendas? Anybody
I
got
just
any?
want to bring up the parking issues around Conkle Park, because I can tell you, with the Britton starting at 6 p.m., it was not fun getting out of my subdivision with visibility was nil. It was a blind shot out there. So if we could.
At the alley?
At the alley onto Layton, I didn't even attempt to get out on Layton. I tried to
Yeah,
get
I
out on
wouldn't go down Cold
51st
Spring.
and Armour, and I couldn't see to get out there either.
Oh.
Even stopping at 50th and Armour, trying to see traffic, was, I mean, everywhere. It's every corner you come to, you cannot, it's a blind shot out there. So you have to say a few prayers as you hit every intersection. So, yeah, it's not, the alley's the least of it, because I'm a little higher up on the alley and I can see that, but the rest of the streets you can't see to get out. Because they park, last Tuesday, there was actually a car, not on my side of the alley, but on the other side of 50th Alley, that was literally, their bumper was over into the alley parking, you know, obstructing it. It was that bad. You know, we've had cars in the past, I mean, park in front of the alley entrances too. They think that's okay and where nobody can get through. But this, I know, is a more popular band, and I knew it was gonna be kind of messy to get out of there, and I was correct. And I don't want Randy's guys out there
Yeah.
every week replacing them. I do know where one of your signs is. It's in my neighbor's yard. I can see it out my window. If you want me to go snag it one night, I will.
Jeff, for me briefly, did anyone from the library board approach you online to come talk under citizen commentary at all?
I heard that about somebody wanting to do that, but I never got contacted.
All right, then I'll let him know he's gonna do his formal ask. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Item number 10, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
I'll third.
Seconded by
Denise?
Denise. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion's carried. We are adjourned at 6:50,
See ya.
no, 6:46. 6:49, let's do 6:49.
Who first and seconded that one?
John and Denise.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there goes Denise.